Hi, my name is Adeline, and well, this is when you get your Thermomix, as in this whole set. You get all the manuals. You have two operations manuals, which is one in English and the other one in Chinese. And also you get advisor handbooks, which is actually a diary that, and also some recipes at the end of it. You can have a look at it, and as well as you get a cookbook. Mine cookbook is a bit ruined. Yeah, see how much I used it that back, and also now this commission scheme, which I haven't even looked at it yet. It's best advisable to read up your manuals. You get a lot of things inside it, but for myself, I have to be frank, I never read anything of it. But yeah, I went classes, so I do know what kind of things you need to do, like what are the important things that you shouldn't do that won't hurt your my new love, baby Thermomix. So basically you get a cover, a hole in it, and there's also a rubber ring which is removable. You can wash this, and it's best to hang up, dries up, just to avoid any like stain or any smells that stays on the egg. And as well as comes with it, which is a simmering basket. The use of this basket is to cook rice, as well as it works as a sieve. You can do your juices inside and then put it in, and then just pour out the juice so that it acts as a sieve as well. Also, at the same time, you can steam your corn. You can also steam, boil your egg, hard-boiled egg, soft-boiled egg. It's on the recipe book. And this is exactly how we call this TM bowl. It's just one blade, and that's it. The amazing blade of Thermomix. And the important thing that you need to know is you need to learn how to remove the blade. It's actually removable. As you can see, there's two parts, which is the stainless steel bowl and also the plastic lock. I do not know what it's called because I never read my manual. You just basically need to push this bottom bit to the left, like this. It will be a bit tight for the new set of TMO. So mine is a bit loose. I've been using it for, let's see, 4 months now. Not exactly, about 4 months. So there you go. And when you want to fix it back, you actually have to place in this position, slightly, you can see, slightly over this side, and just, you can see there's, how do I say it? Here, there's two nuts here that goes through that two holes, and you just put it in, slide in, and then you lock it. That's it. And it's the best position to hold this bowl is to hold the bottom bit rather than the top. It will be quite tiring for your hands to hold it on top. It's best advisable to hold it this way, and when you're doing the pouring and all. So whenever you're doing pouring out your dishes, you just use this spatula, which again is a beautiful design by the 120 engineers, German engineers. Where, let me talk about the spatula now. The end, and you just, if you can see here, the shape of this, that it won't roll over when you put anywhere on your bench, and as well as when you have the lid on, when your food is cooking and you're just wanting to give a bit of stir to pull out whatever that's stuck on top of the bowl, you can just turn. And the good of it that they have this to work as a stopper, that you won't, basically this part won't touch the blade at all, so it won't cut. As well as there's this little hook here where when you're steaming your rice, cooking your rice, once this cook is hot, and then the rice will, if you cook about I think maximum can go up to 3.5 cups of rice. My house always cooks 3 cups of rice, and it will fill up everything. And once you want to pick it out, there's a little hook here. You just hook it on to here. Just put it on that way, and then there you go. And you can just serve the rice that way. And the good thing about cooking your rice, steaming your rice here is that the rice, when you put in the rice, you wash, basically just wash the rice in here, and not a single grain would drop out. By the time you cook, say white rice 15 minutes and brown rice 30 minutes, and when you cook it, you just basically need to cover the water right up to like just slightly touch the top of the rice, and the remaining of water will be down here where the blade is, and once it's cooked, they will actually drain out the glucose, the carbohydrates of the starch of the rice. So you don't have to worry about eating too much rice that you worry about fattening. It's not going to be fattening, and well, it's drain out the starch. So that's good. The good thing about cooking rice in Thermomix. This is about the simmering basket, and also to put on the lid, you basically need to be like from up to down. You don't go this way, it's a bit hard. So just up to down. There's one arrow, just the arrow pointing to this handle, this way. Push it in, and then just twist the right until you hear a beep. That's it. Okay, I'll do it again. Here, and it's locked. And once it's locked, this will be like really easy to turn. This is the speed button. Oh, a little bit about this. All about Thermomix is just about 3 things. One, you have to always remember about TTS, which is the time, temperature. Time, temperature, and speed. So it's TTS. So time is here. This side on the right will be the seconds, and this right on the left will be the minutes. And to get the first minute, you just need to push negative to get the first minute as a shortcut. Just press here and get the 1 minute as it is. So if you press it wrongly, you can actually press both buttons to clear off. There you go. So if you press plus, it will go to the seconds like this. So if you want a 1 minute, you have to press until 60, which is a bit difficult, which is a bit slightly longer. So that's why the Germans created a shortcut for it, which is negative to get the first minute. And then the times will go up by 30 seconds each when you press the plus sign that way. So and also this side on the right, this little button here is the scale. So when you press on it, you can weigh whatever thing that you want. You can weigh inside, you can pour everything into the bowl, or while the lid is on, or while the lid is closed, you have a hole here to add it in, or you can even like this. This is 25 grams, and say this is also about 20-25 grams. I think it's normally about 25 grams. It has to be like stable on the bench because the weighing scale actually comes in these 3 legs. So basically, you can weigh anything in anywhere, any part of the machine. Like say here, you can see this is 1995 that way, or you can even put it here and you press again to get it 0 of any content, and then you can add whatever that you want to know the weight that way. See, it's easy as that. That's about scale, and this is the speed of the blades. So once it's locked, you can actually turn to lock here, and once it's in at lock position, if you want to unlock this lid, you can't because it's really tight, and don't ever try to like make it open. You will break whatever components. Don't do that. Just you must always remember that whenever you want to open the lid, you have to turn this to open, and then there you go, it can open. So lock for safety feature, and if it's not in the lock position, whatever, it doesn't move. See, it doesn't move. But once it's locked, and then when I wanted to press the turbo button, I can just press it anywhere. That's how loud the turbo is. That's turbo. Sounds like an engine, a car engine, well, Germans. Here, there's a small spoon, which is a lower speed of the blades, where you can stir your food. And then as it goes, 1, 2, and 3, there was light stirring, and 4, 5, 6 will be chopped. You can just chop your garlics, your salads in seconds. And then 7 to 10 will be basically pulverized, blending the juices, your soup. Once you cook, you want to blend your soup, pulverize it, so you just go up to 7 to 10. And next will be the temperature. So basically we started with 37 degrees. which is good for 37 degrees, is good for to proof yeast, and also for anybody's like this is body temperature 37 degrees Celsius. And basically, if you cook this is a baby food machine, as you can see or as you know. Once it's cooked, or any human, any adults, any old age people that can't, you don't want to burn their throat when they eat their food, you basically wait until once it's cooked up to 100 degrees. You can just keep the thing, the food warm inside here with the nutrient all kept inside. And once the temperature goes right down to 37, you can see the lights on. Like say here, when I press here, you got the 100, and then once the bowl is hot, and it will go down slowly to 37 degrees, depending on how much the amount of liquid or the food is like your bowl. It will normally takes about half an hour to go down to 37 degrees, and you can just take a little bit to feed your baby so that you won't hurt it. You don't have to blow. You know how the traditional way that they feed the babies with one spoon, then they blow, and all the saliva just all stick into it, and then you pass on to the baby, which is not good at all, not healthy, not clean, not hygienic. Well, or some, even the olden days, they actually one spoon and then they taste it, and then they let the babies eat it, which is not good. Well, that's 37. And also for 50 degrees, you can melt your butter, and 60 degrees you can melt your chocolate. If any one of you that has been doing the chocolate melting things, you know how hard, how difficult is it to melt a chocolate. You can just buy a block of chocolate, and then you do the double boiler, that you have one pot of water and then another pot which is clear, clean pot that pour in your chocolate, and then just keep stirring and stirring. Well, aching hands and as well as just too much work and too much pots to use. So just use 60 degrees, just dumping the chocolates, and it just melt at the right temperature and won't burn your chocolate. That's the most important thing. 70 and 80 degrees for good Chinese brewing Chinese tea. 80 degrees can do your carbonara, where you drop your egg at the last, the yolk or egg. I'm not very sure, I haven't done my carbonara yet, but I heard from the Michelin stars chef, the Cordon Bleu Cuisine Arts director in Sunday School. He mentioned that what the chef liked best about Thermomix is the ability to block the temperature, which is at 80 degrees, the egg won't crumble up. That's what he said. And if you can see, if you know anyone who know how to cook carbonara, they normally cook and then they serve up the dish, the carbonara on a plate, and then they just drop the egg on the plate itself and stir it. So the risk of it will be Salmonella, the bacteria that not really killed at the right temperature. If it's out, like say the room temperature is a bit cold, and if you left on the bench for quite some time, the food actually turn cold, and it doesn't have the right temperature to cook the bacteria, which is can be harmful for your health. So this is the temperature for 80, and 90 degrees you can make your own kaya spray. Kaya, if you know what's that. It's a Malaysian dish. You can Google it. It's Kaya, kaya. Cook your kaya and 100 degrees, and also brew your coffee at 90 degrees. 100 degrees will be basically cooking, and here this button here called Aroma, which is in our cookbook, it says a B. Once you press this, it's actually the temperature goes more than 100, but it's never past 120 degrees. As such, when you have to steam your food, or you want your food inside your bowl to cook much higher, slightly higher temperature than just 100. So once you press Aroma, when there's enough liquid inside, you will create steam, and then here is where the steamer put on, where you have two levels, these two. So it just basically you can do combined cooking. You can have your rice inside. While cooking your rice, you can have a tray of say vegetables, steamed vegetables, or steamed eggs, or steam a plate of steamed fish on top, or you can even steam chicken. Well, that's all in the recipe. You can try it out. That's it. And also this, how it works is actually, to open it, we call this butterflies, and this is to make kaya, to make mashed potatoes, to make to beat your egg whites, that you can go right up to a good tight hard foam. So how you fix it on is just you put onto the blade, and then you turn together with the blade as it's turned. And only important thing to know about this tool is it's written in the manual that the speed shouldn't go more than 4. So here shouldn't go to more than 4, or else you'll be stuck cutting off this thing, and then you find some greyish, was it chocolate chips or what in your cake mix, something like that. Well, that's basically all. And once you did your dough, you can also use this to roll it as a rolling pin, but you just need to be at the side way. And this, we call it measuring cup, which is MC. The shortcuts written in your cookbook. That should be all. No, okay. One more thing. Also, when I mentioned that you put the lid on, is right on top to down. And to remove this bowl, also you have to go right straight up this way. If you go this side or that side, you can't get it out because of the side guideline here. One more thing. The electric connection is here. So basically, you wash this bowl however you want to wash it, and just have to make sure that this is dry, because you know, you don't want to get the connection short. You know, yeah. That's basically all, I guess. Oh, this thing is good. You can put this whole bowl into your dishwasher if you want. It's dishwasher safe. So thank you very much.